Hey guys, welcome to Let the Music Speak. Let me put music on. I feel semi unprepared, but that is like the whole nature of doing this live of this podcast talk show that I've been doing for 3 weeks. 3 weeks, and I feel like we have done some good stuff so far. If you are new to my streams, hello, I'm Stephen. This is my streams. I'm currently doing something. There we go. This is my socials, Stephen Philippou, NZStephenF if you'd like to follow me elsewhere on socials, where you can get updates on Twitch, streams, content in general, or, low-level memes, because low-level memes, you love to see it, or maybe you don't love to see it, then I don't know what I can tell you. Hi, but I'm NZStephenF, twitch.tv/NZStephenF. But that is me done. Oh yeah, Let the Music Speak. I meant to do a brief intro. So Let the Music Speak is a podcast live environment. I can't word. I was meant to get my ish together, but words just fly at my noggin. Every episode I'll have a guest on and you'll get to know them a bit better, and we'll explore music through our music tastes, how much of an impact music has had in my life and their life, or their lives, in case we have more than one person, and see how key it is to our everyday lives. Today, I'm joined by another one of my greatest, closest friends, Sammie the Siren. Wrong way. Hi, Sam.
Hey, I'm here. What's up, guys?
What is that?
It's a fidget spinner.
Oh,
I got
it's
it at I worked at San Diego Comic-Con one time, and all I have to show for it is this one little fidget spinner.
The fidget spinner. You love to see them. Oh, there are sirens. I think they're trying to shut the stream down. Kappa. That is Sam's details in there. Sami the Siren on Twitter and Sam the Siren on the
guys.
Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just me. Well, anyway, hey, everyone. I really love music. I love it in my own special, unique way. It's probably similar to the way that Wes likes music, in which case I listen to it to kind of tell a story in my head and to inspire me to do projects and different cosplay stuff. But yeah, let's get into what do you want to know?
Yeah.
So interesting.
The world of the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Sam, so we've introduced you a little bit. So for people who don't quite know you, who are you? What is it you do online, and where can people find you?
Who am I? I am Sammie. Born Samantha, but I feel like that's the nickname that I've always had, so Sammie. Who am I and what do I do? Well, normal job right now, but amongst that, definitely getting into a lot more cosplaying, posting in the last couple weeks, just posting a ton more stuff on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter and stuff.
Nice.
Just doing fun, hilarious, weird, kind of not raunchy, but I always like to keep the comedy in it, even if it gets a little spicy.
Spicy
and
meatball.
Yeah, pretty much everything that I'm on is just Sammie the Siren, except for Instagram, which is Sam the Siren, because somebody took Sammie the Siren.
Someone's out for blood.
Yeah. Oh, Nisa, thank you. I know. It's sweet. I know one of the couple of the TikToks I've done so far is a Kat Dennings impression. And it's been really cool. I've gotten a lot of really nice comments. Some are spicy. And it's funny, the other night, you realize people just sometimes will say weird negative things. I think there was one comment on the whole of I don't know if there's 100 something now. But one person said it's like somebody ordered Kat Dennings from wish.com. And that was okay. Sure, if you want to believe that. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Nutmeg. But yeah, I'm really happy doing these. They honestly bring me joy. I have so much fun looking through the sound and music. And like honestly, with making the TikToks, I'm not talking like I'm a professional. I started a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
But it's really fun to look through the different music and audio because that's kind of where I start with the process of like, what do I want to do? But it's a lot of fun doing that, seeing what other people have created original audio, or if there's just existing music. But I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I don't care. Anybody doing anything on the internet is gonna get some negative stuff. I mean, but it's fine.
Yeah.
That like it phased me for a little bit, and then you just wake up in the morning and you're like, it does not matter what somebody says. Everything is so subjective. Our brains, we're just like spaghetti in our heads.
Spaghetti.
How can anything be like black and white if our heads are just spaghetti bowls? Anyway, did I answer that question?
Yeah, for sure.
Sweet.
Well, actually, now that you talk about your Kate Jennings cosplay, there's actually something you guys would have seen, and then I hit the wrong button, and then stuff just went wrong a little bit for like a few seconds.
It's all good.
Here is Sam in her Kat Dennings cosplay.
Hey.
And
yeah, well thanks.
Yeah, and then here's a side-by-side of the two of them, which you can now see the resemblance of
there it
doppelganger.
is.
That's the photo I was mentioning before.
I know. I love if I even somewhat resemble her and I can make a funny TikTok. Yes, she's got some bigger. She's different. It's just different. Things are different. But yeah, but no, we still it was a lot of fun to do. Of course, I still do my makeup a little more like how I want to do it on me. But then again, I'd like to get really good at makeup so that I can fool the entire world.
And then realize, is this the actor? Is this the actual character's portrayal person? You'll never know.
Yeah, but I love Kat. She's cool. I like her.
Yeah, she is a funny lady. She's doing the great stuff on the TV.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So the next thing that we can get into is, we'll explore more of this later in the stream as well, but how long have you been in the cosplay game for and the streaming game?
Cosplay? I didn't really know what to do with myself, being such an anxious middle schooler. I found out what Anime Expo is. The first anime that I watched that I wasn't aware that I was aware that it was an anime. We've all watched Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, and you know that's like those were cartoons to you when you're younger. But I watched this anime called Mermaid Melody. It was like an older anime where this girl who's like one of the princesses of the oceans comes back to try to find the guy that she has a crush on. I loved it. It was my life. But then I got super into anime and I wanted to go to Anime Expo. And the first time that I went to Anime Expo, for the entire year or half a year, I got a Pellegrino bottle and it was empty, and I just put money in it because I knew I wanted to save a bunch. I wanted to make a piggy bank because I know I wanted to buy a bunch at Anime Expo. With the knowledge now, you're like, wow, things are really expensive at expos, but I was super into it.
Yeah.
And then, I think actually my first cosplay that I did, being like, I don't know if I was like 12 or 13 or 14, but I cosplayed as a boy character. His name is Alan Walker from D. Gray Man. And he had a cool like black coat and white hair. And then I got to the convention. I don't know if it was like Anime Expo 2007 or something even, which is my first one or something.
Nice.
But it was a lot of fun. So cosplaying, I haven't had going to like middle school and high school and even, in college, I never knew anybody that liked to cosplay. I wish I had friends that were so into it that would just be right by my side doing it. I'm certainly not talking ill of my friends. They just weren't into it. And I was kind of tired of trying to convince my other friends to always do it with me. Like I was so excited, and I wanted to even do like little anime cosplay parody videos, but I always felt like I was just dragging people into it, and I kind of felt lonely in that. So I guess I kind of just dropped off. But since, you know, knowing and meeting Wes and you guys, I again, like I've got a flame now in my heart that makes me want to do it. And if it can mean cool internet stuff too, and we have a great time doing it, and I'm so into it. I'm ready to dive head first. And then streaming, I was always interested in it for, I mean, probably 4 or 5 years ago. The first time I streamed was just like I was super awkward. I had my PS4 and I tried to like sit on the couch and play a game. I tried to play Fallout, I think. And it just I didn't really get anybody just because I was so awkward. I actually thought that when people stream games that you don't want to hear the person talking. I thought that like you don't want to like, you know this person or have them saying whatever or narrate the gameplay. I thought that was like, isn't that annoying? Don't people want to watch this game being played? But then in the past year of meeting you guys and kind of, you know, working in a business, you know, dealing with it as well, like digital content and streaming, it's all about the character. Unless there's those people that are super good at the game, it's more like people show up because they like you and they like watching you, and that, you know, that's what you bring to the table. So I started streaming. I mean, it's been like maybe 2 or 3 months now. I hit affiliate maybe a little bit ago, and I kind of have been bad. I didn't stream last week or this week because we had some extra guests staying here, so it was a bit difficult. But these ideas have been in my head ever since I was just a young teenage girl. I wanted to cosplay boy characters and girl characters. I was always so nervous going to conventions because it's always so intimidating with cliques already, like groups already existing, groups of friends. And it's like, when you go to a convention by yourself, how do you like put yourself into a group? I thought it was so
and feel
weird,
comfortable,
like,
and not feel like not feel like an outcast, and you feel like you've got that belonging sort of vibe.
Definitely. So I was like, how can I just like put myself into this group of people? So I often still had a lot of fun being at conventions, but oftentimes I was kind of like by myself. And obviously being a minor, at least my dad was super cool. He cosplayed a few times with me. He was Chewbacca and I was Rey.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't think you've actually shared that before. That's a really cool story that your dad was joining as a Chewbacca.
Yeah, definitely. But it was a good time. But he's a good trooper. He's been to a lot of expos with me. So he's a good dad. But yeah, now that I have you guys and Wes, and when conventions are happening again and Ren fairs, it'll be so much fun to go. And when everybody's safe and it's a viable thing, then I am so ready to jump into it. I am so excited. Even what Wes is doing with the Geralt bathtub, I want to see him riding around in that bathtub, perhaps with a boom box playing toss a coin. If he does not find a bard to play toss a coin to your Witcher. And I will, you know, it's funny, I have always loved cosplaying Yennefer from Witcher. I loved how like elegant and cold she is, and I love it. But I just recently today, I had ordered a long red wig. It was like Mera from Aquaman. But I cut it. Yeah, I cut it real short. To be Triss, and Triss has like these little buns, so the hair like went all the way down here. So I took all this hair and put it in a bun, and then there was a lot of extra hair hanging, so then I like cut off the extra, and now I have like I did my makeup today to like, for the first time I tried to do Triss makeup, and I tried to do little freckles, and I don't know if you can really see, but I took a couple of pictures as Triss, and I really want to make a TikTok now as her, and now I'm kind of team Triss, but we're both.
So I also saw when I was getting stuff together for the stream, you did Siri, right? Is that how you say it? Siri? from The Witcher?
Yes, Ciri from Witcher. That was like the first Witcher character I did because I just thought she was really cool with her white hair. Of course, I think that day I just went to the Ren Fair, and it was a lot of fun. I pretended I was Ciri. I kept getting called Daenerys from from Game of Thrones, but I had a lot of fun being Ciri. It was sick.
Welcome everyone that's joining us. I see some old names there. It's good to see you. Welcome to Let the Music Speak.
Hey, hi guys.
If you're just joining, I'm Stephen, and this right here is Sami the Siren.
Yay!
She's been a delight to have part of the Steve life and part of a lot of you guys' lives. So it's we'll get to know a bit of Sam a bit more. So we're talking about cosplay and music, because this is a music podcast, little talk show, but we are going to learn more about Sam and her history when it comes to let's say Geek for Initiative. Wrong show. Cosplay in general.
Oh yeah.
All right, so the next thing that we can do is actually this is a new segment that I'm going to try out here on the streams. This is playlist analysis. I'm going to mute this so I don't mess up the audio. Here's the titles. Actually, it's playing. I'm actually surprised it's working. Welcome to playlist analysis, which is part of Let the Music Speak. Playlist analysis is where Sam and I, and if I'll be doing this with other guests, we're basically going to pick random playlists and we'll tell you what it's called and give you a summary, a bit of a rundown of what you'll find in those playlists. DJ, put the music back on. Okay, music's back on. Now let me read through this because past me didn't read this properly. So we're going to pick a playlist. We'll let you know what it's called and what the summary is about that playlist before we go dive into those playlists. All right, now Sam, find a playlist and I will find one as well. And let's tell chat what that is, and then I will let you know what we will do with those playlists.
Sweet. I'm trying to decide. Oh, I've got like different ones for different behaviors and personalities. I have one
like don't talk to me Mondays.
Oh my god. I'm trying to decide between I'll do one called I'm trying to decide between my one called Video Game Feels and one called you know what? Video Game Feels.
Sweet. All right. So I'm going to pick this one's very generic, but it's kind of my origin, so I'm going to have to pick like different playlists every stream, but this one is called Steve's Tunes. Steve's Tunes is, I'm reading off what I put in the description. Thank you, past me. Steve's Tunes is a playlist that oh god, I got hiccups. Steve's Tunes is a playlist that I've added songs onto ever since I created my Spotify in 2012, which at that time I thought Spotify was illegal, and then I found out it ain't illegal. It's the good. But of this playlist, you'll get a fair idea of I need to turn that title off. So I'm still trying to get my bearings when it comes to the little graphics you see. But yeah, that is Steve's Tunes. Can you tell us more about your playlist, Sam?
Yeah, my playlist is called Video Game Feels, and it's whenever it's almost like a playlist created with some of my favorite video game music when I want to feel those feels again from the games.
For sure.
It's like I've got a lot of music from Life is Strange, which is like a young adult coming of age, not tragedy, but it's a very dramatic, emotional game. And I love all those songs from that game is in this playlist because when I listen to them, they're very just beautiful, dramatic, very human songs. And when I play it, not only do they sound great and have a good meaning, it makes me feel like I'm playing the game again.
I'm feeling that nice like immersion of like how you felt when you first played it.
Oh yeah, 100%. So there's a lot of that. I've got some Witcher and Mass Effect, Skyrim, Last of Us, Steven Universe, even though that's a show. But yeah, I have a lot of whatever games that kind of have songs that stick out to me. That just kind of, a lot of these songs are very mellow. Maybe they make you, when you lay down in bed and you had some hot tea and you're just relaxing and you want your heart rate to like kind of chill. Listening to these songs is really nice. So, oh my
nice. God. Oh no.
Sorry, I was
from the. You're sweet.
Yes.
Did you roll high?
No, see, the thing is, I'm fiddling with. Oh God, stay.
Oh no.
All right. Well, that's my video game feels playlist is that when I want to feel the feels from the video games that I've played,
Nice.
I get to feel them all over again.
Yeah. What's your favorite 5 songs from that playlist?
Ooh, I'll just go down. One is called Natalie, Natalie, by Milk and Bone. I love that. Is such a cute song. Just put your headphones on, play that song, and pretend you're in some like 80s or 90s, 2000s romance movie. It's about like not wanting to lose your best friend, whoever it might be. Not wanting to lose your best friend or significant other, and it like
hits you right in the heart, right in the cardiac.
It's awesome. I'm looking at what else we got here. There's one called Black Flies by Ben Howard, which is a nice song. We got some Witcher songs. I love Witcher songs so much. There's one called Lullaby of Woe, which is like a vampires song kind of deal. It's very like Brothers Grimm kind of dark lullaby. Same from Witcher. There's kind of a part of the soundtrack. There's the Fields of Ard Skellig, which is like when you get to this land called Skellige. It's vast, it's full of nature, it's like gorgeous, and this like background music that plays while you're adventuring the lands you're roaming. It's very nice.
Very nice.
Oh yeah, and if I give you one more, I got Once Upon a December from Anastasia. When I want to feel like a princess dancing in an empty, echoing ballroom. Let's see. And then there's there's one fun I love Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, and just look up different remixes of Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, because I like the like
to your Witcher.
Toss a coin, toss a coin. Yeah, it's pretty nice. But yeah, see, a lot of these songs are just music from games, some media, TV shows that I just really enjoy that put me back into that space. And music is a powerful thing.
It is, yeah. So in Steve's playlist, I'm Steve. Hi, I'm Steven. Steve's tunes, I have many songs. So one is called Millionaire by Khalees and Andre 3000. That is a banger. And I added this in 2012. So there was a lot of songs that I was discovering on the platform. Because back then, I was like, am I going to get in trouble for this? Or am I going to listen to some good jams? So that was one song there. Another one, I have many songs. By many, I have over 1,000 songs in this master playlist. I kind of stopped adding to it after I hit that 1,000. Like, that is 70 hours of music. One other song that I can see is Take a Picture. And this is a song by David Dallas. He is a New Zealand artist who makes hip-hop, rap, R&B, that kind of little gist. It always gets you in the tune. I wish I could play it right now, but copyright is unfortunately a thing that might catch up to me, and Take Me Down. Get 'em
Gotcha.
boys.
That's fair.
Yeah, if I could, I'd play the song so you guys can get a bit of a snippet. But if you search these little artists later after the stream, the video, wherever you might be watching this, you're in for a good tune for like the songs that we're sharing. Third song, this one is from Robin. Dancing on My Own. It is a jam. It is a nice little like get the moves out, get them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then my fifth song is. Now I feel like I want to click into this and play it, but the MCA, Oblivion. Yeah. Either Oblivion? Actually, no, I'm going to take that back. Is it in this playlist? If it's not, I can't say it. Because that means it's not technically in here, unless I add it now.
Add it. If you're going to add it,
yeah, I'm going to add it now.
It's part of it.
You're right. So the song is Genesis from Dua Lipa. It is a really nice song that just is stripped back a bit. Actually, is in the playlist. Thank you, me. It says duplicated song, so I can mention it without even adding it. It's a really nice song, and a friend of mine is actually a writer of that song, which is probably why I like it more, because they were part of the creation of that song. So Genesis, Dua Lipa, give it a listen, give it a whirl. You're in for a good tune with the 5 songs we had. Okay, now we're going to find another playlist, but we mentioned one song that's like the jammer of that playlist, which is a lot
like
of
that.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So this also can be playlists that you haven't created. So if you follow playlists, those can count as well.
Gotcha. Well, I will. Let's see. What do I got?
Oh, I've got one.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to go first to give you time?
Yeah, go for it. Please.
Okay, so this one is called Best of Hot Tune Time Machine. So over here in New Zealand, we actually had a guest in the first episode, actually, 2 of them. They were both on a TV channel called the Edge TV. And years ago, the Edge TV used to have music shows, like a lot of them. And this one was called Hot Tune Time Machine. So whenever I found a song that, you know, I've really got to listen to this later after I've seen it on TV, I added these songs to the playlist. And I created one called Best of, and then the show Hot Tune Time Machine. This one is Hey Ya, Outcast. I'm sorry if you're going to pick that, Sam, but Hey Ya.
Sweet.
It is just, it really gets the heart pumping. It gets the vibes going. You're in for always a good time. I would hope in chat. Do you have any other opinions on the song? But Hey Ya, Outcast. Shake it like a Polaroid when you shouldn't really be shaking a Polaroid. Apparently it ruins the photo. So lightly shake it like a Polaroid.
Love that. Let's see. I've got what do I have? Oh, I've got a playlist which is not titled anything in particular. It's just titled the first song title. And technically it's titled Someone You Loved by Louis Capaldi. And it's just all the, like, it's a bunch of soft boy songs, I think, pretty much. It's like there's some Joji in there, if you know who Joji is. He's just chock full of the soft boy songs. And then I've got to say, though, you know, it's funny. I actually do have. I realized that Harry Styles is in this playlist, and it's the sign of the times. Cause, like, I don't know why. It's just cool. But in this playlist, actually, one of my favorite songs is from a video game. It's from Days Gone, which is like a post-apocalyptic zombie game. You play this as this biker dude in Utah, I think. And I think he at the time he's lost his wife. That doesn't mean she's dead or alive. I don't know. It's just she's gone. But there's one called Soldier's Eyes by Jack Savoretti. Soldier's Eyes. It's like, I think it's a really cool, just like vocals and guitar kind of song. It's really emotional. I think it's about like, I don't really know what it's about. Sometimes I don't even think about what the lyrics are like, but it's got a really cool tune. And I think it's like, oh, well, soldier's eyes. I think it's like seeing war and seeing kind of perhaps violence or something through a soldier's eyes, and what happens when it is the situation where they come home or they don't get to come home. It sounds really depressing, but it's a really cool piece of media, and I enjoy it.
Nice. Well, guys, that is the first, which I'm hoping to do again soon, because it's actually quite fun. You get to like curate your own playlist and kind of share it. It is this playlist analysis.
Very nice.
Thank you. That was on a $1 million budget. It cost $999.99. 1 cent off from 1 million. The budget couldn't afford that, apparently. So that is that portion, and now we can actually chat with you guys more, because this is now the check-in with chat, and we're going to do something new as well on the streams, which is
sweet.
You guys can do trivia. Only S tier budgets in this household. Yes. All right, so let me actually see, because there were some questions that someone submitted. Do you see any in chat, Sam? I'm gonna check the Discord.
So we'll look for some questions that have just come through chat. Sweet. Oh yeah, highlight it if you guys. Not like I am so muy importante, but if you want to know some weird questions, I'm scrolling looking for a question mark.
All right. I've got a couple
I will
here,
say.
if you found some.
Yeah.
This one is actually 4 questions from Shana, and we'll try and try and get them through. All right. So, where does Sam get all her fab wigs?
Amazon and Etsy. If you want just like fun wigs from Amazon to just like, I got some really just wigs have come a long way. I remember a long time ago where if you wanted a lace front wig where it would look like this is my hair, this is real, but a lace front kind of has the little baby hairs, it makes it look more realistic than just like slapping on just a cheap wig. You can get really good lace front wigs on Amazon for cheap. And if you want something that's a bit more styled and maybe a bit more fancy, you can go to Etsy. And I've gotten some really, really nice wigs for like maybe anywhere from $50 to $100, depending on if it's a character you want styled.
Nice.
I paid for Yennefer's wig. I paid for a little bit extra, maybe like $150 or something. It's always saving up for cosplay, and I always make sure that with after paying bills and stuff, because I want to definitely make cosplay an investment for sure. I have so much fun playing, doing it. And
the great thing, I guess, as well, is that with the wigs, they're also usable for other things as well. So like even if you do like one with, let's say if you do like a full-on yen, like the hair itself, that hair could also be used for other cosplay shoots as well. Like with modifications, but making their own while still using the base.
Yeah, no, sure. And I paid a bit extra for a Yennefer wig because she's got a very nice kind of style. Like one side of her hair is like pinned back kind of behind her ear, and the other side has like a really nice kind of wave. It's what I wanted, a bit more than just getting a normal black wig. But of course, if I knew how to style wigs, I could save a bit money if I got unstyled ones. But yeah, Amazon and Etsy, I really don't see any other reason to go anywhere else.
All right. So the next one from Shana is, what was your first ever cosplay?
My first cosplay, I probably turned on a crappy old video camera when I was younger, made it face me in my room, and with every piece of green clothing I could find, and making a sword and shield out of cardboard, I put the camera in front of me and I was like, this is my Link cosplay. That was probably the first cosplay I did. And it was just getting a long sleeve green shirt, and taking
Nice.
another one and trying to butcher it into a hat like Link. And I had a little foam or cardboard sword and shield, and that was my first time. And I was probably like, I don't know, was I 10? I was so young. I have that computer still. No, do I? Yeah, I do. So maybe I'll find these old cosplay videos, but
Nice.
bleh, yeah.
Boy. We've got a couple in chat. One from Nisa asking, once this panorama is behind us and things can open up again, what is the one convention or event you cannot wait to attend when it's safe to do so, besides Ren Fair?
You know, I've always liked. I felt that Anime Expo was really cool because, you know, we live in Los Angeles already, so we don't really have to fly in from anywhere or really need a hotel room. I've never really done that. But Anime Expo, because not only do I know Los Angeles already, but they have so many places around the entire, like, Staples Center, just about the convention center. There's so many places where you could go to, like, different gatherings and meet people and take photos. Even if you can find like some corner that's not being used to make it and light it cool and do a quick little like cool photo shoot with some like photographer that you met there. And I'm really excited to meet people. I want to like, you know, I want to do good cosplays that not only, you know, like I want to catch people's eyes, but I also want to like, I was gonna say like catch their words. Like I want to say hello, you know, I want to meet people and make friends. And you know, I'm just really excited for that. So Anime Expo, because like Comic-Con is huge, and usually in San Diego, it gets like so hot, right? It gets so hot in San Diego. Not talking bad about it, but I know it gets hot in LA too, but San Diego can be a lot to get down there because I know the trains are packed. If you're coming from Los Angeles to San Diego, it is. I remember being packed in like a sardine, not even like being dramatic. It's I had a ticket for a seat. But then I think they open up the train tickets to whoever, if you know, whatever
it's like a free for all.
Yeah, it like literally as I'm sitting in my seat, some guy's like butt is like right in my face. And I'm like, I can smell every like
where he's been.
I can smell the economy here. Like I don't want that. Oh, but yes, I want to go. I want to come to more like I want to fly to different conventions. I want to go to anything that's east and south. Don't know if Canada has anything, but if they do, we're going north. But yeah.
We got one from Meg, and it's, what's your guilty pleasure music genre song?
Guilty pleasure music genre. Guilty pleasure.
Hot potato.
Probably Britney. Who doesn't love Britney?
Britney is.
Who doesn't want to turn on some like Toxic or Womanizer or Gimme More? It's just like, isn't it like, I also love Work, her song Work.
You can say it.
You know, like the beach. Oh,
Work
can
bitch.
I say it?
Yeah.
Work bitch. Yeah, because she's right. I don't want a Lamborghini, but I want to be successful, so I'm gonna work bitch. So.
Yeah. She always sets the tone to get out of your comfort zone and feel what you want to feel in a way.
What's your hype? What's your kind of guilty pleasure song? Like if one song that hypes you up or maybe you feel guilty about it?
Yeah. I'm not trying to think of one now. Let me actually check my playlist. It would have to be, I think it's a liked song, so that might help me a bit.
Yeah.
I don't really have a song, but Avril Lavigne, she really knows how to just pump up that party.
Yeah.
Maybe some Skater Boy. Yeah.
Skater
or Complicated.
Boy.
When you want to feel a little bit of the feels.
Oh my god, I will say it first, like what middle school girl hasn't listened to this on replay, but you know, guys, if middle school guys listen to it too. Girlfriend, the song Girlfriend, don't you ever imagine that you're like
they play that heaps over here. It's the music video where like it ends with the dude in like a portaloo, right?
It ends with the dude in a what?
In a portaloo, like those
porta
toilet
potty?
Cubicles. Yeah, porta potty. Like it's a cubicle toilet.
It's
golf club.
It's been a while since I've seen the video, so I could not tell you that.
Yeah.
But Avril Lavigne's great.
Yes, indeed. All right, and then here is Actually, I might save this for the next section. All right, so this is the new little portion of the stream. I'm gonna reuse this little thing so I don't have to retype this out again. Okay, if I click into here, would you like to stall for time, Sam, while I try and change the thing?
Yeah, sure. I'm like one of my favorite candies. These caramel apple pops. Go order a bucket of them. So good.
Treat yourself.
But no, we've had a good day today. We just did whatever work we needed to do. I like to do tasks, each task thinking that's the only task I have to do for the entire day. So it makes a whole list look a bit sexier.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Like, it looks a bit better than a whole list. But
yeah.
Ooh,
it feels more appealing, I guess.
Yeah. You know, it's funny too. It's funny. Somebody earlier mentioned that this is the first time they saw my hair straight, and it's just because I cleaned it today and blew dry it. I don't usually blow dry my hair, but my hair, like a couple years ago, I cut it really short, and it was like the front of my hair probably stopped here, but then the back of my hair was here, so it was like a really sharp, like A-line. They call it A-line bob or something. So my hair is really weird. So the back is not that. The back pieces are much shorter, but the front piece like goes down to here. So it's like they're kind of off by 6 inches. So but it was kind of good timing because when everyone had to stay home, I was like, nobody has to see the weird growth period. But now it's fine. Now it just kind of like, it just fizzles.
Yeah. All right. So this question is from, actually Rachel. You know, I was going to ask this near the end of the stream, but I'm going to bring it up now. Rachel asks, what concerts have you been to and what has been your favorite?
Concerts. In high school, I went to a couple of different ones. I went to a Bruno Mars one, which
Wait,
actually,
what?
yeah.
You went to see the Bruno?
I saw Bruno. He was really good. It was a great show. He is a showman. He has great showmanship. But we went to Staples Center,
nice.
And he was great. It was just a lot of fun. Again at Staples Center, we saw the Black Keys. An opening for the Black Keys, I think, was Tegan and Sarah. You know, the sister group. Yeah.
Yes, they're great as well. Man,
that was a lot of fun.
Writing it down now to listen to their music after stream. I haven't listened to them in years.
Tegan and Sarah, they're awesome. Also super fun again at the Staples Center was Fleetwood Mac.
There's a Kiwi in there now. There's a Kiwi in there now.
Really?
Crap. Yeah, he replaced someone. I think there's like an outgoing member, and then someone. Neil Finn, I think is his name. The last name's Finn. He's now in Sorry, you're mentioning about Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, no, it is that Fleetwood Mac was great, and you know it when you know that song, is it Mirror or something? Snow-covered hills. You know, that's why am I forgetting that song? But when that came on, everybody's doing the like they got their lighter up and it's like, woo, I'm so emotional. And people like singing it. It was a lot of fun. Haven't really been. Oh my god, we went to some concert and for some reason 50 Cent was opening for somebody, or somebody else was opening for 50 Cent. I don't know. But and yes, Nutmeg, I am from LA, still in LA, always will be LA, probably, who knows. But I went to Coachella twice, it was probably, I don't know if it was like the 2014 and 2015 shows, or it was maybe 2013, 2014, or 2014, 2015. But Coachella was cool. I remember one of the years we went, Red Hot Chili Peppers were the big main event. It was like the third or fourth night of the whole show. Red Hot Chili Peppers started at like 12 p.m. midnight, and I think they kept going till like 4 or 5. It was late. They just kept getting so many encores. But I gotta remember, like, Oh my god, all of like not like Coachella's cool. That there's a lot of big bands that you can just go see during the day. But then again, there's a lot of smaller bands. You know, indie bands are just people like on their way. Like I remember seeing Group Love when they kind of debuted.
Wait, what?
Group Love with
Yeah, that really,
Yeah.
that is cool,
Yeah.
man. I
It
didn't
was
realize
really
what
there's
music we
there-
had alike.
Yeah, no, we probably know a ton. But yeah, oh, that makes right. Landslide. It was Landslide from Fleetwood Mac. But yes, at Coachella, it was great seeing. Yeah, I remember. Who's the band I just said? Group Love.
Yeah, Group Love.
I loved seeing Mazzy Star. You know, Mazzy Star was great. If you know, oh, I'm forgetting her one song, but it's like so mesmerizing. It's just, it puts you, it's like you want to take a nap and and get a hug after.
Is it possibly Churches?
No, I'm trying to think.
Oh, thanks. I was gonna say, if you've seen Churches, I won this album either by The Edge many years ago or this TV channel that we used to have called C4, and they gave me like the album, which I can't play anymore because my laptop it does not have a CD thing. So now if we ever have a playable CD of like, you know, I could just listen to it on Spotify, but
Yeah.
it's the memorabilia that counts.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, so Mazzy Star, Fade Into You, you know, really, really pretty song. Mazzy
Nice.
Star, Fade Into You. I remember seeing 2 Chainz, and he was ridiculous. He had
In the good way or the bad way?
like in just I didn't stay for the whole show, but he had like I don't know how many pounds of weed was in this
no.
bag. It was like a big, like, you know, when you go to a fair and you see somebody with a big bag of popcorn, like it's a super big
They literally
see-through
brought
bag.
like a jumbo-sized bag of weed.
Yeah, he had a jumbo-sized bag of weed, and I think, hold on, I'm getting my Coachella weed stories mixed up. 2 Chainz had like a foot-long blunt that he was like, he came down to the VIP area right in front of the stage, is where we were. We had VIP tickets. He was passing it to different people, and on the Jumbotron, nobody wanted it. They're like, I don't want to put my mouth on that thing that two Chainz has been. But then finally one girl was like, oh, I'll do it, you know, and took a hit or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was fun. And then the reason I mixed my weed stories up is because when we saw Wu-Tang Clan,
Wu-Tang ain't got nothing to F
Wu-Tang.
with.
Wu-Tang was just throwing out like weed. They were
Like
the
a
ones
sample
just-
pack, like you
Yeah.
have a piece of weed, you have a
Yeah.
sample.
That's what it was. But gotta say, and I know we were talking about LaRue. Love that. They were there.
Yes.
Oh yeah. LaRue's so cool. That was really awesome. Oh, so you know, and do you know Searching for Sugar Man? Do you know
Don't quite. Is that a song
Sugar
from?
Man? You know, it's like Sugar Man, and that's the only thing I'm gonna say, because DMCA.
Oh, you think it should be sweet, but okay. I don't think I've heard of that. Is it a song from
But
LaRue?
actually, it's kind of like a little bit of a story, because there's a Netflix documentary called Searching for Sugar Man, and it was because like I think he became, his music was wildly popular in South Africa. For some reason, everybody knew his music and loved him, but nobody knew where he is. Like, he wasn't maybe making new
As a
stuff
mystery
or
man.
something. Yeah, he was like a mystery guy. And this documentary crew from America was like, where is this guy? And he was actually just like, I forget if he was living somewhere. Well, he's not dead. Which, like, obviously he's been making music and he showed up at Coachella, so I saw him at Coachella. But the
Yeah.
documentary is like, is this guy dead? Because he hasn't made stuff in forever and people are obsessed with him. But then the documentary is called Searching for Sugar Man, so it's pretty interesting. He just shows up. What else? Oh yeah, so, and I was saying one year at Coachella, it was Red Hot Chili Peppers that were the main headliner. And then the other year I went, it was Radiohead. And they were super cool. Love I'm a Creep and all that, and all that. It's pretty cool. I'll have to check the lineup. I'll have to go online and see what the lineup was for Coachella. I think 2013 and 2014, or it might be those 2 years. Whichever years have the main headliner, one as Red Hot Chili Peppers and one as Radiohead. But I've seen so many people. You just walk by this huge like not amusement park, but it's a huge park, huge like field where they've just set up dozens of tents, and there's huge tents, and then you get a handful of medium tents, and you get a bunch of smaller places. And I just remember seeing so many people, and it was a lot of fun because I like when you pay for a ticket to go to a concert for something you like, you're like, you know, that's exciting. You get to see somebody that you really like. Going to Coachella, like I got to see a bunch of new bands that I wouldn't have known. I got to like, you don't have to stay and stand at one concert. You can
it's
walk
all over the
over.
place, right? And there's so many people performing at once.
And I remember also one of the like bands, let's see. Oh, The Neighborhood. Remember that like their one song about the sweater? Yeah, that we were there. I think when that was like their kind of debut. And that was pretty cool. And like again with Group Love, got to see a lot of groups that kind of got some following after. I don't really know where they are now. But I gotta say, when Group Love was playing and they played a couple of their main songs, that was the most fun, interactive, positive energy space that I've ever been in. They had huge beach balls passing through the crowd. Nice. It was tons of fun. And then I'm sure there's like a lot in my head I'm forgetting. What band's song is Pink Elephant? You know?
Is it? It's like Tame Impala. I forgot his first name.
Tame Impala. Yeah. Impala. That was so much fun. They were on a big stage, and it was like kind of later in the day, and they played that song and it was great. Sitting on blankets and watching it. So fun.
Nice.
And then there's probably a ton more in my head that I'm forgetting about Coachella, but I will say the other another concert that I remember going to, which was cool, was actually seeing Björk. Or Björk is the Icelandic singer who has weird stuff, but I kind of like it sometimes, like a few. It's like maybe a hit or miss thing with me with Björk, but she's this like really tiny, quiet, very child looking, like she's very like petite and sweet looking. And then there's like a video of her like just going to town on some like British reporter because I think I heard about that. Yeah, so I think she like gets in and from some after a flight, she's got her kid in the like airport pusher, you know, cargo thing, and reporters are like trying to put mics in her face and trying to get to her. Granted, you should never like physically like hurt somebody, but I think she's this tiny person and she's got all this power in her. The reporter just like pissed her off because she went straight from just like head down to like just whamming on this woman.
Because I think she's protecting her kids, so like you're having these people you don't know that are like approaching your kids. It's like, yo, back up or I might clap you.
Oh, my dice. But then Björk, in an interview, she'll say like, and on pronouncing her name, she's like, my name is not Björk, it's Björk. It rhymes with jerk. Like it just remember it rhymes with jerk. So Björk. Oh, my dice. Where'd you go, little fella? Bits? Hold on. Oh my god. I don't want to. Okay. Got it.
Nice.
But yeah.
Oh,
I will say, real quick, last thing about Björk though. In the movie Sucker Punch, Zack Snyder's Sucker Punch with all the girls and stuff, I like. There's one song by Björk called "Army of Me," which is just probably. It's a song basically saying like, don't test me, don't test me, don't test me, don't test me. And then she is tested. Listen to Army of Me from the Sucker Punch soundtrack if you want a ride.
Nice. Yeah. That's a really good combo about all of your concerts you've been to and gigs and stuff. Well, we'll visit more after that. All right, so this is the new little segment I'm going to do here on Let the Music Speak, which is going to involve you guys in chat. Essentially, this is going to be called, if the thing plays. Oh, it's frozen. Oh, let me retry play this.
Oh.
The computer's being a egg. Hopefully I changed this properly. It's called Chat's Fast 5? Chat's Quick 5. I named it wrong. And what I was saying, basically this is where you guys can try and figure out what the answers are to these questions. So I didn't get a chance to create the actual graphic, but essentially you guys can answer some trivia. I thought we can add some trivia to the podcast where you guys can kind of become part of the experience that we're trying to make here for Let Them Speak. Here's your first question. Who wrote Thanks for the Memories? And what year was it released? Do you know, Sam?
Do I say my guess?
How about we try and guess the year, and then we'll come back to who we know. I think we both know, but what year do you think it was?
I'm terrible at time.
Actually, now I need to figure out what it was. Okay, I wrote it down. I was gonna say I should write the answer down. I'm gonna put it on the screen.
I'm gonna just say. Can I say it?
Yeah.
2004.
Okay, so you're going for A. Nice. How about you guys in chat? What is your prediction? What is your answer to this question?
I won't say it, but I'm forgetting. I'm mixing up a couple of bands. A couple of those back in the day, kind of when you just want to feel emo.
Had those times, yeah, for sure. So we got 2009.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know the writer, but the band is Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Is it Fall Out Boy?
I think it is Fall Out Boy, I think.
Yeah.
It's not All American Rejects, right?
Wait, what? I thought it was.
Is it? Who
Is
knows?
We'll never know. The year...
I don't know.
Wait, no, C. I think it's C. It is C. Yes, so the answer to that question is 2007. So down here, if you picked any of the other, go to the corner, like Super Nanny says.
Yeah. I mean, I had no time frame of reference for this in 2000. Well, kind of. I mean, so 2004 is not that far off, but.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so this next question is, I think I'm going off. I did go off wrong. Do I have that question still? I do. This was meant to be the first question, but we kind of did it out of order. But this question is, name Miley Cyrus's Disney Channel show, because it kind of came up recently. What is that show called? And what are the two characters that she portrays? Which might trick you a bit, because Miley Cyrus portrayed a certain character with a name which I won't say, because I'll let you guys guess it.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Oh, we know this.
Was it a show that you...
Oh, yeah. I inhaled that show. For some reason, I don't know why. I feel like everybody, when I was a kid, teenager, I feel like a lot of people watch that show, right? Is that like wrong to say, everybody?
I feel like, yeah, like,
I know
of
you.
us...
Right.
Yeah, like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, like, my school years, there were just people years before me, years after me that watched the show. Like, you got the best of both worlds.
Wait. I think Rachel and Nutmeg have it. That's right. I think that's
nice.
right.
Good work, guys.
That's true.
Yeah, Hannah Montana and Miley Stewart. All right, so this is the third question. What musical group made Where Is the Love, and who featured alongside this group in 2003? Any guesses?
Oh wait, I know the band that made it, and then there was a band they featured?
No, so there was the band itself, and then there was a solo artist that joins them with that song.
Okay, well, I know the band.
Okay, you can say it, because I feel like you might not know the solo just yet, unless you do know the solo.
Well, should I say the band, or wait? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's your guess? What's your guess, Sam?
Well, I believe Nutmeg is right. It is Black Eyed Peas. Though, Fergie is already a part of that.
Yeah.
So I don't know the solo artist.
Does someone know the solo artist? Just know that I'll know if you're searching up Wikipedia and Google. Just say, I'm kidding, I can't know, but if you just suddenly just say like the initials of everything, that's gonna be a dead giveaway. I'll give you guys will.i.am. Okay, a couple more guesses. Are we supposed to answer? Yeah, what's your answer? Like, who do you think was the solo artist?
I thought will.i.am was the
He's
main guy.
Yeah, he's the main guy.
Yeah, he's like oh, who was it? I don't know.
Justin Timberlake. He was the which I didn't quite get until I heard the song, and you can really hear his his vocal lines. You're like, it is.
It has been so long. I totally forgot. That's pretty cool though. I like that.
Yeah. I guess this is working out in the sense of I'm actually asking questions, well, giving you guys some trivia that you might not know.
I feel like Justin Timberlake is
things.
the capybara of the music industry.
You never know where you'll find him.
He just
he'll pop
shows
up
up everywhere. Everyone's cool with him.
He's the Stan Lee of music.
Oh yeah, with that ramen noodle cut.
Yeah.
Ramen noodles.
Ramen noodles.
Love it.
All right. So the next question: if you're a One Direction fan, I'm sorry, I'm coming after you. I'm kidding. I'm not coming after you. The reason why I'm giving this pre-warning is because on this day in 2015, who left the group One Direction, and who kind of started their solo career. Sorry, I saw Tamina. I'm like, fortunately, it's not Tamina.
Wait, man, the first one to leave. I remember it was like big news and everybody was freaking out. But I'm deciding between two people. And
What's your
let me
guesses?
try to. What are my guesses?
Yeah, for the singular person.
Well, it was either Harry or that blonde one, Niall, right?
Okay. Harry and Niall.
I think it was Niall.
No,
right?
I was gonna say Niall Styles. I'm like, that's not the name.
Niall Styles. I think it was the blonde kid that left first. Right?
Okay. It was actually Zayn Malik.
Oh.
I was he made that song and I forgot how it goes. Cruel. It's such a cruel.
I don't think I ever even heard that.
Okay.
Wee.
And then here's the last question for this little segment that I'm starting here on the podcast with you guys in chat. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to guess along and type it in the chat and in the comments, and then say if you got the answer right. The last question for today is who features with Will Smith in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme? And bonus points if you can figure out what the name collaboration was.
Oh.
Any guesses, Sid?
Oh. Uncle Phil? That's...
Oh, I wish he was. That dude was a good man. I forgot the actor's name. James Avery was a good dude.
Oh, yeah. That one, I did not know. I thought it was all Will.
Yeah.
I know people perhaps are guessing, or maybe Rachel has it?
Rachel nailed it. Yeah, DJ Jazzy Jeff, and
DJ Jazzy
yeah,
Jeff.
rest in peace to James Avery. And the name of the group was, where I find it. Did I not type it up? What? Oh, it's here. DJ Jazzy Jeff and the French Prince. Did I say the French? I said the French again. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
The French Onion Prince.
The French Onion. Get your French onion dip today because it's great.
DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled. The Sugar Hill King. All right.
Oh yeah.
So we are going to go into my spreadsheet kind of got a bit messed up.
Sure. The fresh French onion dip. There we go.
All right, so the next section we'll go into is actually, Sam, would you like to take a break before we continue more?
Yeah, sure.
All right, so I'm gonna send you guys into an ad break. If you're not a subscriber, you will see an ad, and the reason I'm doing this is because when you play ads, you actually get rid of pre-rolls. So when we have new people join in to the second half of the stream, they won't get those ads. So I probably should have run them at the start of the stream so that you can get like a nice ad-free experience. So we will see you soon. Enjoy this ad break. If you have a sub, you're just gonna see a little title that just keep playing over and over. So stick with us. We'll see you soon.
Sweet.
Hello guys, welcome back to Let the Music Speak, the second half.
Hello.
Hopefully, if you're not, if you've just joined us and you're not a sub, hopefully you're not getting ads for the next, I think it's quarter of an hour, half an hour. I didn't quite check, but we rolled ads, so hopefully if you refresh the page because you needed to do something, come back, you don't get ads for the remainder of the stream. All right, I've been craving some mashed potatoes. You know they're good.
Oh
right
yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
What did you have to snack, Sam, during our little
I
little
went
break?
into the fridge. I ate a small piece of cold chicken. Ate some mashed potatoes.
So,
And then I got a sparkle ice and some Annie's cheddar bunnies.
I wish I could zoom in on that. That looks nice. Cheddar bunnies. Treat yourself.
They're like goldfish, but actually kind of better because they're a bit more flaky. But I don't know, they're good. I like them. I like them a lot.
Very nice. All right, so the next session we're going to be heading into is not going Control 0 because I just took out a tab. The problem I had last stream is happening again, which is when I do a certain key combination, it hides stuff on my sheets, which has all the information. We're going to be talking about inspiration with gaming and movies. Sam, I feel like I should have like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire music, and you go like have like the right answer, but it's not the right answer. It's an answer for something. Sam, what games have inspired your past cosplay collection?
Oh, gotta think about it. No, I found these buttons. They look like Coraline buttons. Games and movies that have inspired my own music tastes and also related to cosplay, you mean?
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, Legend of Zelda music, Witcher music, Skyrim, all these kind of medieval fantasy games that have really cool medieval fantasy type sounding music, I think are really cool when you want to get into a character and you want to like, you know, do some writing, or if you want to like kind of make these wild fantasies, or you know, sometimes they let me if I listen to a lot of that music, they would kind of appear in my dreams sometimes, and it would be like, cool, Skyrim dream. But yeah, games like and then sci-fi games like, you know, Mass Effect. You know, I'm trying to think other sci-fi games. Dang.
Would you also say that you also had a bit of inspiration, which is something I'll bring up on stream. One would be Resident Evil.
Yeah, no, we love Resident Evil. I have so many Resident Evil figures. I've cosplayed Claire Redfield, and I want to do a good, that was just the version that I just tried out. And I think I got some help photoshopping it, but it was just like, I want to learn how to do makeup better and stuff. I feel like I'm so pale there. So pale. Again, look at the interview camera right now. Look how pale it is. Anyway, but yeah, no, I love zombie games. I never had like a scary zombie dream. I only ever had good zombie dreams. And a lot of the times it was me and my closest friends in like a rundown kind of town or something, and it would be like start like a video game. My dream would be like round 1 go, and then all of my friends, we'd have like shotguns, and we'd be like, you would play game music, and we would like be getting rid of zombies.
In the zone.
It's a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of all the little toys and things that I surround myself here. Like, of course, here Mass Effect. You know, I love Mass Effect. This is Grunt. He's like the music from Mass Effect is very interstellar. You know, it's really good. I think like really those really vast soundtracks that kind of go on forever and different kind of noises, kind of like Interstellar and all that. I think it's super cool. I have like a whole Pokemon playlist. I got my Pokemon, when you just want to feel like you could catch them all. Pokemon, not anything bad. But yeah, I think like whatever game or movie inspires a feeling, if Interstellar as a movie and Mass Effect as a game, they both inspire kind of science fiction and space travel and these like vast world exploration and big ideas and fourth dimensional ideas, then yeah, like those soundtracks are super cool to listen to when you want to like get into that. When I want like medieval fantasy, Witcher, Skyrim, you know, different renditions of songs that people do on YouTube, whether it's like Lindsay Sterling doing Skyrim or Witcher songs on violin, you know, because she's kind of known for that, right? You know, or it's like people kind of, you know, making their own vocal versions of songs, whether it's lullabies from games. I think that's really cool. And yeah, pretty much those are the games. What else do I got over here? Just Legend of... I totally forgot to mention. Twice I've been to the Legend of Zelda Symphony. And I know I think Wes has like a connection to it. One of his good friends created it or runs it or something big. But I went twice to the Zelda Symphony, and how cool was that? I love Twilight Princess, the game, and I really like in it I like Midna's theme from the Symphony was great. Gerudo Valley was so cool. That's like there's a place in the Zelda world called Gerudo Valley, and really cool music, really like high it's intense and fun. And then I just really like the Snow Temple music from Twilight Princess from the Symphony. I mean, look it up. There's tons. There's such good. It's a lot of good songs to listen to. But yeah, they just a lot of these video game songs, just like you get so much nostalgia from watching movies and playing games when you're little. And when you listen to them, music is such a powerful thing. Your brain goes crazy on like a scan, you know, when
the endorphins are just it whacks you very quickly.
It's great. So I really let music really take me. You know, I'm sure a lot of people do that as well. For, you know, you let it take you for different reasons, or you know, you've got different goals. But I would call myself, I'm pretty sensitive to like, you know, what I listen to. I really take it to heart. Sweet serotonin kick.
Pow around the kisser.
Oh yeah.
All right, so of all cosplays you've done, I have just gone and ruined my sheet again. Okay, I need to click out of Chrome. Out of all cosplays that you've done that is video game related, what game and character has been your favorite of all? Would it be the Legend of Zelda one, or is there one that you're like, you know, now reassessing my options, I think there's another?
I think I'm reassessing. As much as I talk about how much I love cosplay, I really haven't done a lot of it. I haven't made a lot myself. I really don't have. I mean, I've got a handful of cosplays, some that I tried to make when I was little, but I love I don't know. I've recently discovered that like doing Marvel's superhero stuff, of course I did Kat Dennings' character from the WandaVision, you know, Marvel spin-off show. But it's cool. It's kind of cool doing cosplays when something is relevant on the internet at the time, because I think, you know, sometimes posting cosplays from things in the past, you know, it's like, it's just really exciting when everything's kind of trending. Not saying I'm trying to get, it's like a ploy to get a bunch of views, but it's just really fun. You kind of feel like you're part of the party or the conversation when you do it. Like, not to say you should blend in and do what everybody else is doing, but it's kind of fun to get involved in that way, because cosplay not only is it got the role-playing LARP side, but it also lets you join a big group of people, and that's
it's very big on that inclusivity. Everyone's invited to the party.
Totally. So yeah, but my favorite, I don't know. I think I want to do some like Marvel characters, and I think I want to do some more Zelda characters, and I think I'll have a lot of fun with that. You know, I've had a good run with well, I've not had a great run of anything really, but well, it's been great. I've done a few characters where people don't really know, you know, like when I was Alan Walker from D. Greyman, not everybody is gonna know that. And I think at the time when I craved a lot more friendship and knowing people in anime and cosplaying at conventions, I'm thinking that I should have done like more common characters or characters that were
That
popular
people
at the time,
would
because then
like.
maybe I could have like gone and talked to more people. But I thought
Sure.
when I was
Yeah.
when you're really little and you're excited with something, you're excited with it. You don't really think about how other people
What the
think of
future
it.
could be. Mm.
Yeah, so I was like, when I was Alan Walker, I was like, oh man, like, you know, I want to talk to everyone. Who knows? Maybe if I was like Link or Zelda or something, or Samus, that maybe I would have had the confidence to go up to more people and be like, hey, what's up? Like, you know, you know who I am, because sometimes people just don't know who you are when you do a cosplay. But I like doing either. I'll do weird, abstract cosplays if I enjoy it. And then like it's so much fun. Like I'll be Mario.
Yeah,
I'll just be
you can
Mario.
never go wrong with Mario. He's always you always know that if you see a Mario, you're in for a good time. Just keep those blue shells away from me.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yes, that.
Nice. I guess this one will also blend into the other questions, which was going to sort of have the same effect of movies that have inspired your cosplay in the past. But I think we may have covered that in the sense of sci-fi, a lot of sci-fi stuff, right?
I would say like movies, cosplays that I've done from movies, like the only thing I can think of is like doing I don't have a picture of me. I used to have one of Baby Doll from Sucker Punch. You could look up a picture. You don't have to, but if you look up Sucker Punch, the character Baby Doll, it's kind of a sexy character. It's like my first time cosplaying at San Diego Comic-Con. I cosplayed as Baby Doll because it was like I felt super cute and kind of sexy in it. And it's like, if you want to cosplay and be sexy, like nobody, like why should anyone judge you? Like it's, you know, if somebody wants to cosplay because they want to make friends, and you know, then do it. If you want to cosplay because you like a little attention, if you want to do a sexy character, then do it. The internet's full of that. Who's to judge you? I mean,
exactly. Yeah,
it's how you
as
feel.
long as you're not like obviously breaching terms of service, the world is your oyster on that platform.
And it's not like you're gonna, I'm not, and I will always be kind. I will always be kind and help people. So if I wear something that shows a bit more skin, is that like, it's really just what you want to do, what you're comfortable with.
You're comfortable with those, right?
Yeah, perhaps I'm a bit too comfortable. But anywho.
Hey, you do you. That's all that counts on all the platforms. You do you. If there are people being eggs to you, take it. I've also taken on the chin, but ignore those guys because they will go away if they keep coming back. Well, it's like, so I guess you're a fan of my content that you just want to keep getting those messages. Kill my ego.
Yeah, definitely. Totally.
Yeah. This one. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
I was just gonna say on some of the cosplay TikToks and Instagram posts, I will say like 98%, 99.99999% has just been very sweet and kind. Some like spicy, but in a good way. But for the one or two comments that I got, that was like, you know, if people just say just rude things about how you look or how you act, like I really like going through and acknowledging people who comment. I like liking, you know, if they take into time to comment and tell me I've done a good job or they like what I did, then I like that. But when people post negative stuff, I was explained by Wes that like when you think about it, you get 100 comments that tell you how great you look and how good of a thing you just did, how well you did it. But then if you get one bad comment, what are you gonna remember for the entire day after you read it? You're gonna remember that one bad comment, and that's because people want to say they want to like be noticed by you. They know that will make you upset. You know, so if they know that they can get attention, but I'm not going to write back and say like, you know, I mean, hey, if they keep seeing my content and they're commenting, then they're obviously taking their time to be a part of my work or hobby or whatever you want to call it. But I'm not gonna just give them the
time of day.
Yeah, I mean, I won't like it. I'm not gonna give it a like if it's rude. If it's calling me like if somebody's calling me a discount Kat Dennings from Wish.com, like you can say that. That's not what I believe. That's not what a lot of other people believe. But if somebody wants to take that time then like it's not worth like fighting with them. Of course, if people start saying extremely sexist or racist things that are totally unacceptable, then yeah, there's a way to delete that. I don't even want to get into dialogues with people, because when people say that online, there's no
you're basically fueling
we've all seen people fight on the internet, and what does it solve? All it does is make you upset for that day and the next couple days maybe. So it's not worth it. But I have to remember there's probably tons of people who cheer you on. And if there's one bad egg in that carton, then just let it rot. If it's a rotten egg, you just yeet it. You don't cook that egg.
Definitely.
Don't cook that egg.
Unless you like bad eggs, then don't know what we can tell you.
Bad eggs, yeah. But I do remember Wes. I won't say who in particular, but Wes has a friend who part of their job is based. It's on the internet. It's based on how much, that's their business. I don't really want to like say a lot about it just in case, but Wes has said that this person has often had panic attacks and been anxious and kind of dropped off the radar for weeks because of what terrible things people say to people. And I know we were talking about music, but I feel like music and the internet are big mediums, and whether it deals with people who want to raise you up or tear you down, it's just don't pay attention to the eggs. That's it. Yeah.
If this is probably a good time, we do talk about music, but if people are watching right now and you're lurking, exclamation resources in my live stream will bring you a link to a landing page with as many mental health resources. So if you're having a really bad day, that link, hopefully that's going to work. That will take you to a page with many phone numbers, websites. I don't think there's addresses on there to like locations, but it's okay to not be okay, to get help whenever you need it, or if you just need to talk to somebody. If you're watching this on YouTube, there is I'll remember this. There'll be a link in the description if you ever need to reach that. Bookmark it, because one day if you need to talk to somebody, that page will always be there for you. There's always these 24/7, might not be always 24/7, but there's always going to be a helpline. There's always a light at the end of the road.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah. Okay. That took it. That was I know we didn't talk about music, but that was a nice just remember that it's okay not to be okay. Have that conversation. And music always is as a help as well. Whenever have maybe a slight off day, music is just pump up the jams, pump up the good vibes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this one is going to be about discovery. So I did this last week, but I'm going to bring it into the stream as well. Were there people throughout your life that played a heavy influence in the music you listen to today? So personally for me, my family, my mum and dad, my brother with the hip hop, and my sisters, their music taste played quite a big factor into what I listen to today. What's sort of like your story?
That's super cool. Probably nobody. I think music, along with video games, was a complete escape. So I love my family, love them. But as a shy, kind of anxious kid in middle school and high school, and when parents are very, they're very disciplinary, and you're kind of going through all these anxious things as a kid, I wanted to listen to music that was very different from the outside world. I wanted anime and video game and sci-fi music that really took me away from everything. Even though when you go home and your family is, your support system, I wanted something even a little farther out from that, a little more removed, because it helped sell the idea to my brain that I was in some sort of fantasy or daydream that was so different and far out that I could feel like I could escape. Not to say that I had a bad family life or anything. It's just I mean, my parents I think my pops just loves listening to Frank Sinatra. He likes older music that his mom and grandma used to listen to. My pops loves Christmas music. Because he says it reminds him of his grandma, and that was important to him. And my mom, I don't know. She's not much of a music listener. She loves all the different housewives TV shows. I don't know if she's really into music, but
Yeah.
yeah, for me it's very separate from everyone else. My brother,
Yeah.
he loves rap. He loves Drake. I for one am not into it. For me, I just can't really identify with some like
Some of
other
the
kind of
content.
lyrics or themes.
Yeah.
You know. I like sensitive stuff, but not to say rap can't be sensitive. I would love to know. I don't know if there's like mainstream rap songs that are all about kind of. I'm like, yeah. If there's anything that's like, maybe Drake is sensitive. Maybe he is now. Who knows? But yeah, that's me. I just like music that's very different from the outside world, so I can go into my secret world and imagine I'm riding a unicorn off a cliff and it turns into a Charizard and then I fly to Mars or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So this question is gone. I need to stop clicking into my Chrome. This question is, how do you find your music today and nowadays? Is it word of mouth, Spotify, or anything like that?
I like to watch a lot of anime music videos on YouTube, and I remember Thanks for the Memories played over Link in Twilight Princess.
Oh my god, I love that. Love that idea.
Because Twilight Princess is a bit of a darker, more medieval fantasy-like game, so it's got some darker monsters and maybe some darker themes. But yeah, it was like, and Thanks for the Memories, and then there was another one from that had Move Along from American Rejects.
Yeah.
Move Along. That was like, I loved it. Also because I had a huge crush on Link, so like I loved anime music videos where it was just anything that was like people made video game music videos. Just the music always was like either really kind of emo and fun and like, you know, mysterious, or it was like very pop culture and stuff. And
it's still thriving today as well. The music videos with like for video games. I see like heaps for like GTA 5 and games that enable that kind of capture in-game sort of content and just pop music behind it. Yeah, it's still thriving today from what I see.
Totally. And then a lot of times before I really like for myself paid for like a Spotify premium account, when I just had like throughout middle school and high school, I think I listened to the Pandora app. And of course, when you don't really have any albums that you made, you just type in a song you want to listen to, and then it just ends up giving you tons of songs and artists that you don't know maybe. So I think I started to branch out by like Pandora just giving me random crap, and I was like, okay, I like this random crap. But yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so we're going into the getting to know you sort of portion now. So what kind of things do you like to? So this is non-music related stuff. What kind of things do you like to do in your spare time?
Spare time, I think. You know, it's funny. I think well, for one, I do like doing chores at house. You do chores at house, at restaurant. No, I like, isn't it nice to just turn on, it could be music or a podcast that you like, where you can kind of let your brain waves just be taken away with it while you're just folding laundry, or you're making your bed, or you could just be organizing your room. It's kind of like you're doing a secondary hobby or chore that lets your brain just give away to whatever you're listening. And I love doing that. But one thing I love listening to music or podcasts while trying to think of something creative to do. Again, I've only done a couple of TikToks and stuff for like a couple of weeks or something, but I keep looking through the audio files, whether it's like files of people talking from TV shows and movies, or if it's just music, or if it's some remixed version, because it's really fun to be like, oh, I could do this. Like, I think of different activities or fun things in my mind, and then I try to search for the music or audio that matches with it, and it's kind of like going through a matrix search, and if I can line up two things that I think that could be really well, that could work with each other, then I just kind of connect them. But thank you if you liked my visual connect. But yeah, that's what I like to do. I like to either daydream or listen to things while I do tasks. Just makes me What else? I mean, playing video games, you know, playing the games that I have to like, I have to be in a certain mood for certain music. I have to be in a certain mood for different games.
Yeah.
Right? You don't want to watch some like sad movies if you're sad, or maybe you would just want to watch sad movies when you're sad just to enhance the sad.
Enhance it. Yeah.
Yeah. But sometimes like music is so important to me because I love feeling emotions.
Yeah.
I don't know if that sounds stupid to say, but with the very emotional songs from Life is Strange, where it's all about your passion for your best friend or the person you love, like the game is all about how far would you go to save the person would you love? Would you sacrifice like everything for this person, or would you have to make the difficult decision of letting this person go to possibly leave something better for somebody else or a group of people? And it's really emotional because when I listen to the music, it puts me into the character's position, and it's kind of like imagining yourself in a music video. You know, if it's like a rainy day outside or you're on the bus to school and it's raining and you got your music in and you imagine you're in like an
In that
Eminem
music video, so.
video. But yeah, I like to kind of, sometimes it's fun to feel like sad and even cry a little bit, because when you put yourself in that character's situation, you think about your own life and like, how far would I go to save the person I love, and or give up something, and it's like so emotional.
So
I don't know why. Yeah.
I guess it gives you more perspective in life, and it's not even like you're doing it firsthand. You're getting the experience of someone that's created an art, and you can kind of put yourself in those shoes and, you know, open your mind up a bit more, and, you know, be open to like different concepts, ideas, stuff like that.
And we were talking about how, like, of course, quarantine and everything that's happened, it's made us, like, there's a certain level of loneliness that we all experience, probably on different levels, and whether it is you're staying with your family or a significant other or just roommates, it's like, you know, you kind of miss out on something. And listening to, you know, your days are probably kind of meshing together sometimes. Maybe there's not a whole lot of diversity to what you're doing, so watching movies and playing games that have great kind of music and just emotional influences, it kind of gives your mind and your heart an experience to open up to something new. I mean, if you're just kind of in your living room for the past couple months or year for quarantine, it's like, you know, but it's like music is like an amusement park. It's like you get to ride different rides, and if you want to ride the sad ride, you can ride the sad ride, but if you want to ride the Pharrell happy ride, you can ride the Pharrell happy ride.
That's a jam. There's always like, if you're like having an off day just playing it, just, you never know, sometimes it will spark this out of nowhere, just, I feel good. I felt like shit before and now I'm feeling great.
On your way home from work or whatever, if you don't feel good, just turn on something happy. It's probably a similar effect to when, like, if you're sad, just try smiling. Even if like your heart isn't in it, I don't know what the science behind it is, but when you smile, when you just physically make yourself smile, I think you feel a little bit better. That's not a remedy for every situation, but when you give yourself a smile, you kind of smile on the inside a little bit, like, you know.
It's like you're releasing some kind of like an endorphin. Like it's forced endorphin, but you're kind of doing it in a way where your body might respond to, like, you know, that is a stimulated thing, like, oh, I'm smiling it, but I actually feel slightly better now. Yeah. And have that little kick.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to go back into chat. So there is a couple of questions that we did not quite get to. This one is from Nutmeg. Are there any unexpected artist collabs for a song that you ended up liking?
I need to double check something on my Spotify. I've got a playlist just called Pop. And it's got a bunch of pop songs. Everything's upbeat. It's just when I want to just, like, whether I'm running around the house doing something or if I'm playing video games, it just hypes me up. And there's something, I think there's a song called Villains, and Nisa might know because I think it's related to K-pop. Oh God, where's the search bar in? Is it Control F?
Yeah,
Control F.
Nice.
Villain by KDA, whatever. It's like the League of Legends like group, right? You know, the League of Legends, the girls,
yeah,
the
yeah,
animated
that
girls.
one.
I think I don't know much about them, but there's this song called Villain. It has somebody else called Madison Beer, and then Kim Petras. I love Kim Petras. In my pop playlist, Kim Petras has like I have like their like 10 to 15 songs that are the first thing. Yeah, Nisa knows it. And Kim Petras is really cool. They're a transgender person living out their truth as a girl since a young age. And it's interesting. They never I believe when they were younger took hormone blockers or something. So the voice has stayed very feminine. That's just a fact. That's just what they've done. And that their story is just very interesting. And I like that. And their music is fantastic. And they've done a wonderful job. So I love her. But yeah, it was Kim Petras, this girl who does this pop music that I didn't, when I found her, I didn't know how popular she was. And then suddenly she's like with the K-pop group or the KDA. And I'm like, that's so random. These two things that I like really love. I would not have expected to see them together, but they just showed up one day and I was like, sweet.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
another artist that a friend that I know has worked with, Medicine Beer. I wasn't sure who they were until I saw it on like they were posting about working with Medicine. I think they wrote or produced. I don't know. I can't remember like what part of the album they did, but yeah, they worked with her. I'm like, hey, there's another artist that I can check out now. And it's cool that that's happening quite a lot. Is very unexpected collabs of especially language, different language different language speaking countries. Like there's been BTS with Jason Derulo and Jarwish, I think is his name. So there's that. There's also Selena Gomez with Blackpink. Is it Blackpink? Like there's these different collaborations that are just out there.
Yeah. You know, I don't know why it just made me think about. Sorry, I brought up Google, and apparently Google is like a fourth sun that is just made so bright.
Yeah.
I have no more pigment in my face. No more.
It is all
pigment.
gone.
But it reminded me. It's very random, but it has to do with music.
Yeah.
Do you know who Eric Clapton is?
Eric Clapton. The name sounds familiar. Now I feel like I need to bring up my Google and be like, who's Eric Clapton?
Well, Eric Clapton has a song called Tears in Heaven.
I thought that was my teacher. I'm like, wait, his name's actually Eric? That's not my teacher. I'm like, hold on, that looks like the man I know.
But I think he's got some beautiful, like, just guitar and vocal
Tears in
songs.
Heaven. Oh, so that song to listen to when I was younger. There's a group over here, the Pacific Islanders. They're called Addies, and they have a song called Tears in Heaven. Addies just really hits a spot. It's so my nan, I think you've seen a photo of hers, Sam, that I posted like last year. But I was like, oh, I miss your nan, and had like little Steve in it with my nan. That was the one artist where I listened to that music. All I think is my nan. Yeah, my dad's mum. And actually today is a bit of an day. So today is I might not go into it. It might make this guy got YouTube. It might make me not feel that good. But
But that's really sweet that's a song that's important to you. I feel I certainly don't want to, like, if you look up why he wrote the song, it's very tragic. It's a beautiful song, and it's supposed to be a song imbued with love for somebody in his life that unfortunately passed away in a tragic manner. But he wrote it because it was very important to him, and I think it falls under that list of songs that is probably so powerful because of a certain event. And you can look it up if you'd like. It is tragic, but great song. and you know that he means every lyric with every being of his heart, you know.
Yeah.
It is but very nice song. For some reason, I remember one time, not at Staples Center, but at a small little like concert venue near it called LA Live. Like somewhere at LA Live, which is kind of that, it's a big space surrounding the Staples Center. At LA Live, I saw somebody named Glenn Hansard. Do you know who Glenn Hansard is? I think he's an Irish or...
My
Irish
last search was
or-
Guy Mansell because I was trying to get some things together weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Glenn.
Oh yeah, he's
Hansard.
Irish. I think he wrote some cool songs. I think he did an indie film. But yeah, he was cool. And then, oh my god, I'm trying to think of this. Oh, like Irish. I'm trying to think of this one Irish singer guy that was. Oh, I love Enya. I love Enya. Who doesn't love Enya? Oh, I had a friend who was obsessed with Damien Rice. I don't know if that that artist rings a bell, but let me see.
I'm just gonna put this on the screen so anyone that's a bit unsure how to spell the name, I've put it on the lower third.
Whoa.
So we're looking for Glenn Hansard.
Glenn Hansard was just, I remember seeing him in a very intimate setting in a concert. Yay, there's Wes!
Hey, bro.
And then I had a friend who was obsessed with Damien Rice, and it's also very just songs based on just vocals and just lyrics and guitar. But Damien Rice has some pretty nice, like, emotional songs. One called Volcano, the other called The Blower's Daughter. I haven't listened to these songs in like probably 10 years. I'm gonna like have fun and just check them out.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I had some friends that were so into music. They were like wanting to be musicians. They like, their life was music. And part of the reason that I kind of went to all these interesting concerts and I went to Coachella, I mean, I just tagged along with them. I will say I have not paid for a concert ever. The only reason that I've gone to these concerts is because I was invited.
Yeah.
Great experiences. And yeah, because this person was so obsessed with that kind of music, that's why my brain just has it in a file somewhere.
Yeah.
These kind of like solo artists and all that. But yeah, listen to a lot of Johnny Cash and Beatles as well. You know, it's a good time. But yeah.
Nice. All right, so here's another question coming at you. So now this is okay. What I seem to have done is put all the questions in different order, but this one we're going to talk about music festivals since we're talking about a bit about that before.
Sure.
What was a memorable concert or local gig that you've been to?
Something local, right? That's what you mean?
Yeah.
Something local. I really cannot say if I've really gone to any local places for smaller concerts. I mean, going downtown Los Angeles for the Zelda Symphony was probably the most memorable. I had so much fun, not only because I'm a huge Zelda dork lover. I just played... I think I've played all the games. I'd have to go through the library and see.
Yeah.
But seeing the symphony was so fun. It's like going to a symphony hall and not only them just having a symphony, but it's a symphony of your favorite video game with amazing music and the kind of like the odd, like the
ambience,
the sound quality in the whole building when it's so powerful and it's like shaking your chest.
It hits you right on the
power.
everywhere.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Sorry, I have a wedgie. But it was so much fun because not only, it was really funny because I went with my brother and one of my super great friends. And I was putting on, I think at first they didn't want to do it, but they saw me doing this thing and they were convinced. I had a couple sets of like latex elf ears, and I was like, before we were going to the concert, I was using spirit gum to like attach the elf tips. And then my brother and my friend wanted it because it's funny. like I was saying earlier, when I was younger, I loved cosplay. My other friends just didn't care for it. So I wasn't going to push this on them because I realized I'm going to do this for me because I enjoy it. But they saw me putting ears on me on me, and then they were interested in it too. So luckily I had 2 other sets of elf ears, so I put
That's
elf
really
ears
cool.
on my bro and my friend, and it was really
Yeah.
funny because before we went into the venue, one of them, I won't tell you who just for more anonymity, one of them got like a little high marijuana, like, you know, before the symphony.
Yeah.
And I made them laugh really hard because I said, now you're a high elf. And they nearly lost it. I was like, was that joke that funny? You're a high elf, you know, it's like
Yeah.
one of the races of elves. But yeah, that was pretty exciting. I would say that's my most memorable, most local thing, you know. It's still in Los Angeles downtown.
Yeah,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
so much fun. Oh my god. And then it's great because after you get out, the lines are packed for the merch store, but I was able to get a really cool poster for the Zelda Symphony, and that
Nice.
was really sick. And then the second time I went with a friend, and they were very and like we wore our Link hats, and you know, it was just awesome. I would love to go to the Zelda Symphony again when it happens again at some point
Relaunches.
somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
for
we're
sure.
gonna get tickets 100%.
Hell yeah. All right, so what musical act, and actually this might actually be answered because of the previous answer, but who knows, might have a different answer for this one. What music act would you love to see perform one day?
What music act I would like? I would love to see what Britney's got. She's like, I know in like Britney's in her comeback when she's done concerts. I love
Mhm.
it. I think there was a viral internet video that you could look it up for your own enjoyment, where like, you know, the song where is it "Gimme More"? The song, the Britney song, where
gimme.
it's like it's Britney, bitch, and then it's like da-dung, 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 you know. But I think right before the lyrics dropped, like at a concert, Britney's like posing with everyone, and she's got the backup dancers. And it's kind of dark. You can hear this guy from the audience yelling, "Who is it?" And
I've
then
seen that clip, yeah.
like Britney kind of like laugh a little bit, and then you hear the like words like, "It's Britney, bitch," and then yeah, so just Britney, because like what fun pop songs, you know, Britney has. Like, doesn't
It
everybody
hasn't let you
just love
down.
that?
There's always like, yeah, there's always a jam on that, on her
Yeah.
discography, I think is the word. There's so many good jammers on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to close this little portion, who has been your hands down the best musical act you've seen live?
You know, I gotta say, Bruno Mars like just put on a spectacular show. It was a full show. Things were happening. There were just platforms going and like stage fireworks and crap, and he was just, every song was like was a bop. It was great. But I will say, seeing Group Love at Coachella, it was such a positive energy with that whole dang crowd. It was like everybody just became an honorary hippie that day. And the big like beach balls were bouncing, and Group Love's most famous song, you know, all of their songs kind of encapsulate what it means to just accept each other, love each other, be together. It was just a great performance where like the energy with everybody was great. So that was really memorable because of that. Yeah, it was like a warm summer day in Coachella, you know, having a ball.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so this is we get sort of like the closing kind of part of the stream. So this is going to be, I don't have titles for this, but this is called Recommend the Jams. So I don't think when I mentioned some of the segments, I think this is the one that I was going to leave like kind of on the cuff. So this is a segment where Sam, maybe chat as well. You guys are more than welcome to say in the chat, who is on your chart seeker list? An act or someone, a musical act to watch, or an artist to keep your eyes on. What music do you know is being released? I don't know why I wrote that down, but who should we watch? Like, Sam in chat, who do you recommend to keep an eye on? Like, watch the space.
You know, something I just wanted to mention before, I don't even know if, I don't know what this band is doing, but everybody knows that song Through the Fire and Flames, right? Where it's like that, like 8-9 minute long song with the like really sick like guitar music, you know, Through the Fire and Flames. I know Wes has listened to it for sure. It's like when you want to get so pumped to work out and you want to be like a fearless fire breathing dragon, you will listen to Through the Fire and Flames. Yeah, no, like do that if you want to be so hyped. It's pretty sick. Somebody to watch. I don't really keep up with like pop artists that are kind of people that are constantly putting stuff out. Like, yeah, it's kind of like if the music sounds great, then it's fun to dance to, then yeah, play it. But for people to watch, I don't know. I again, my music taste is like, I like to, it's gonna sound silly, but like I don't like a lot of mainstream stuff. You know, when it comes to video game music, people that do their own renditions of it, more like low-key music from games and movies. Like that's what I love listening to movie scores. Listening to the score of like Interstellar or listening to the score of American Beauty, you know, that movie. Just like films that are beautiful. I like music that I can tell a story in my head, and a lot of things that are kind of constantly be put out by artists and stuff. It's like fun, but it's not what I use in my head to imagine things. But I would love to know if people in the chat do have. Oh, I love Shakira. Sharna, I know you said Shikari, but I love Shakira.
Yeah. Hips don't lie.
This time for Africa. She's so good. I love Shakira. Hips don't lie. God.
Waka Waka.
Oh, I'm forgetting like all of her songs, but there was this I watched on YouTube. There was this really cool. She did like a concert, a live concert in France, and I really like watching that, like her live French concert. It was so much fun. And it was really cool. Oh my God, what song was it? I don't think it was Hips Don't Lie, but I'm gonna look it up right now, because in this like live French concert she did, she got people, like a bunch of girls. She like got to, so you know how stages have the main stage, and then it has this long walkway kind of, you know, that goes out into the crowd, and everybody stands around that kind of alley, you know, and then at the end was like a big circle stage in the middle of the crowd. She pulls up like, you know, 7 or 8 girls, just like great, just girls who are so excited to be there. They're all wearing like, you know, like fun jeans and stuff. I forget if it was like the 2000s maybe or something, but Shakira's like teaching them how to do like her like hip stuff, and like all the girls are having such a good time because after Shakira does the act, Shakira's like teaching them how to do it, and they must have had such a fun time. Shakira looks like such a nice person. I'm at France Shakira concert. Oh, I think it was the song Whenever, Wherever. You know, the song with like whenever. Yeah, if you look up Shakira, Whenever, Live Paris. Oh, I guess Live Paris 2018. I'm just letting the ad play, but I think this is the video where it's just so nice. I think it's so much fun. Oh, wait. I don't know if that's the right one. Might be a different video, but I think it's that 2018 France concert. It's just, find the one where she pulls girls up from the audience and they dance. I think that's so much fun when the artist has fun with all the fans in the crowd, you know?
Yeah.
It's a great time. But yeah, that's pretty much for me. I want to watch where Shakira goes. Where is she now?
Yeah, where's the documentary that just like goes and follows her?
I need a Shakira documentary, honestly.
Yeah. I've always wondered what she does when she's not performing. Like, does she like just go to a supermarket and just work at the supermarket? Like, what does she do in her off stage life? We've got Shinedown Avenged Sevenfold into Shikari, Breaking Benjamin. Nice.
But yeah, I will say the video just of Shakira singing Whenever, Wherever, live from Paris. It's a video that has like 13 million views, nearly 14. It's just it's so fun. And like, honestly, those hips don't lie. I need to dance like this. What dance class can I go to dance like Shakira?
Sorry, what was that, Tolly? Whenever, Shakira. What was that last one?
Yeah, Whenever, Wherever, live from Paris. It's got like 13,708,000 views or something. It's like it's from like Shakira's, I think, like actual YouTube page or something, because the YouTube channel is just called Shakira, and it's got 32.5 million subscribers. So
nice.
Shakira,
I'm gonna
don't
put
lie.
at the bottom of the screen something that's similar to that search query. So what's underneath Sam right now? Plug that into YouTube, and good luck. Hopefully you find that video that Sam's referencing, and you can get the good.
Just fun.
Yeah. All right. I think we've kind of gone to the end of the portion, which now is to the project plugging. Do you have any projects, Sam, that you'd like to shout out on the stream?
I don't know. I mean, aside from like, I just want to put out more cosplay content every day, get better at editing and taking photos and ordering costumes, in addition to the goal being just making costumes. But yeah, just on pretty much from TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. I've been putting just a bunch of stuff on TikTok, and I'm really happy with what I've been doing. And pretty much across everything, I'm Sammie the Siren. Except for Instagram. Somebody took that already, so it's just Sam the Siren. Anyway, I think let me ask Wes real quick. Hey Wes, we've told people what we're going to do soon, right? You know, the pictures and stuff. No, I didn't say anything, did you? Okay, well, I guess I'll still keep it a little secret. But there's something that we'll do together.
Distraction. Here's some dice.
Yeah, no, we'll certainly, I mean, certainly be doing like cosplaying together and stuff. But there's certainly something that we're planning, which we'll definitely that'll be out probably soon. We're just doing a little bit more prep for it. But yeah, pretty much that. Yeah.
So
just TikToks for now.
Yeah. So if you just joined us, this is the end of the stream. My name is StephenF. I am the host / presenter of Let the Music Speak. There are my details if you'd like to find me on the interwebs, StephenF or NZStephenF, and that is my Instagram there as well, NZStephenF. And yeah, tomorrow there is no stream here on NZStephenF, and that's because I'm part of a D&D campaign, Gear for Initiative, which starts Friday 6 p.m. So tomorrow 6 p.m. PST, Saturday 2 p.m. NZT. If you're watching this in the future, it might be 1 p.m. because time zones are about to change in New Zealand again. Why must you do this? But if you miss any past episodes of Let the Music Speak, nzstephenf.live/YouTube is where you can find the first episode, which I did with Guy and Meg. Meg from the Edge Radio and Guy from the Rock Radio. And last week, episode 2, we had Wes Johnson, Wes_RL, who was actually Sam's partner. I don't know why I'm doing this because I showed your camera instead of like this multicam. He joined me last week and Sam joined me this week. You can watch her episode a bit later on YouTube. Sorry, I'm hearing a lot of things. I'm like, please don't be something around me where something bad's gonna happen.
You're fine.
But yeah, one final plug is, there we go, Sam's Twitter and Sam's Instagram, where you can find her. There's a truck. Where you can find her online.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you for joining me. It'll be a pleasure to have you back. Oh my god! Wow, this truck! You can hear that? The trucks, they all had to leave now. It's like, wow, my podcast is finishing. Now you leave? That's a bit rude. Kappa. Yeah. Thank you for joining. This episode will be up soon on YouTube, or you could watch it as a VOD, wrong camera, here on Twitch. So thank you for watching. Inohora, kakite. Also, if you'd like to stick around, you can watch the last week's episode, because the rerun is going to play right after the stream. But for now, kakite, inohora, and see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.